Hello guys, my name's Lilia. Welcome to my channel. I've filmed this video because I want to answer some of the questions that you have asked me in the comment section below. So I'm going to jump straight into business. I'm just going to introduce myself a little bit. So my name's Lilia, I'm a teacher. I've been teaching English for 8 years now, and I've been teaching in Kiev, Ukraine. I'm so excited to be presenting my channel to you. I hope you find the videos you find on the channel useful. So we're going to start now, and we're going to have a look at the very first question. And that's the question, what's your name and where are you from? What is your native language? I'm from Kiev, I'm Ukrainian. I've been living here for my whole life. And although the national language of Ukraine is obviously Ukrainian, I think that my first language is Russian. I think so because my mom taught me to speak Russian when I was a kid, and that was the first language I acquired in my life. To be honest, I'm a little bit shy and self-conscious when it comes to speaking Ukrainian in public, and just sometimes I feel I'd like to improve my Ukrainian a little bit, but just I try to avoid speaking Ukrainian when I have to, because I think that my English is a little bit better than Ukrainian, to be honest, and I'm feeling like really embarrassed because of that. Alright, so here is the next question. How long did it take you to obtain a British accent? Hand on heart, I don't think my British accent is perfect. I think there is lots of room for improvement in terms of the accent. I started working on my accent, I think like 8 years ago. That's basically when I started teaching. And I've been working on the accent till this very moment, up to now. Some people told me in the comment section that my accent sometimes sounds Australian in places, and I couldn't agree more. There were some people in my life who told me that your accent sounds Australian, Lilia, and mostly because of the intonation and some vowels. So I'm currently working on reducing the Australian note in my accent because I really love the sounds of a proper British accent. So I'm trying to make it as clear as possible. I hope people can understand me. I'm very excited when I have to speak English because I really love the taste of English in my mouth. Do you know what I mean? I just really love speaking English. That's something I've always loved doing. So I'm very happy I was able to turn that into my job, and now I'm very happy because I think I can teach other people how to speak English properly. So here is another question. Is it okay if I speak American English during my Cambridge exam? And I think that's absolutely fine, provided you're consistent during the test. Don't jump between two versions of English. So sometimes people think, oh, okay, so I need to speak British English in the test, so I'll avoid all the American words I've learned throughout my learning journey. And I don't think that's a good idea, because if you had an American teacher, if you've been to the US and you like the sounds of American accent more, and your own accent sounds more American than British, there is nothing wrong with sounding American in the test. Just don't say something British and then jump it into an American word straight after you've said it, because then you don't sound consistent and you tend to jump in between two versions of English, which is not a good idea. The problem is that here in Ukraine in particular, when people learn English, they don't know which version they're learning, partially because their teachers don't have enough knowledge sometimes at schools. I think the situation is improving now, so now we have a lot more conscientious and knowledgeable teachers at schools, but a couple of years ago, like 10 years ago, we didn't, and that's why you never know which word that English word belongs to. Is that an American accent or an American version of English or a British version of English? So you've got to be very careful, and if that's a clearly American word and you tend to speak British English, just maybe you can avoid it, alright? So I would recommend sticking to one version if possible. And the other question someone asked me in terms of accents in the comment section was, can you speak with an American accent, Lilia? No, sorry, I can't. I can't do an American accent. That would sound very fake, and that would sound very Russian. Some people might disagree and say that my British English sounds pretty fake. That is okay. Just I'm open for criticism. I can take in some criticism if that is being constructive. So nothing wrong with that. I'm okay. Just I'm really looking forward to new ways of improving my accent. So nothing wrong if you write something negative onto the video. That's fine. So I'll take that into account. Right. Okay. So here is the next question. Do I need to sound sophisticated during my speaking test? Is it okay if I speak correctly in a simple language? Yes, it is fine, and personally I would say you should try to sound as natural as you can. And you can only throw in a sophisticated, an advanced or a highbrowed word if you only feel that you know how to use it properly. Sometimes people jump into using advanced words without knowing their meaning, and sometimes they just don't know how to use the word in a sentence, but they really want to show off their knowledge. They want to show the examiner and the whole world that they know so many words and have enlarged their vocabulary to such an extent, to such an extent that they know all words in the world, and that is okay. Provided you know how to use the words, all right? You can't really learn words without context or without collocations. You can only learn a word with some other words, and you should know how it collocates with other words and what connotation it has. And does it have a positive or a negative meaning, or it might have an ironic or a sarcastic meaning. It could be very formal or very informal. Make sure you know which context to throw your sophisticated word in. Alright, so here we're coming up to the next question. And that one is about correcting yourself. So some people disagreed under my videos that you shouldn't correct yourself and said that you actually should correct yourself during the exam. And I would say that yes, you should. If you feel that was a slip of the tongue, I think I've done that a couple of times during this video, and you can do that too if you know just how to correct the word. So you can go back one word or two words back and correct yourself if you feel that was just a little mistake. But here is what happens sometimes to students. Sometimes students find themselves in a situation when they've made a mistake and they feel they've said something wrong, and they would go back and they think, oh, all right, so I'll need to start all over again, and they start again, but they don't know how to correct the mistake properly, and they make the situation even worse. So this is not something you want to do in your speaking test, all right? So just, if you know how to correct that straight away, just go back and please correct it. But if you don't know how to do that, okay, just, go for something different. Don't take up extra time correcting yourself because, time is money. Time is, it's very important in the speaking test because it flies by very fast, and you just end up finding yourself in a situation where the time's up and the examiner says, okay, yeah, sorry, okay, thanks, can I stop you here? Right, so don't worry, don't concentrate too much on the mistakes. If you don't know how to correct them, don't make it worse. Personally, I'd really like to know your opinion on this. So if you think that I made a mistake in this video, or if you think you would like to add something to this video, or you would like to ask a different question, please leave your comment under the video here in the comment section. And I think that sometime in the future I'll make another video when I'll answer the questions that people ask me about learning English and exams. And I have a final question, and that one is, do you teach on Skype? Yes, I do teach on Skype. I do teach online lessons. So if you'd like to contact me for an online lesson, if you'd like to prepare for an exam and you would like me to be your teacher, I'm always ready to help you. I'm open for any type of contact, in terms of English. And just yeah, so I'll be very happy to teach you and just, be your private tutor because this is my passion. This is what I really love doing. So hopefully, we'll tend to, have a good relationship because that's something I do have with most of my students. Right, okay, so I think that's the time when I've got to finish the video. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more stuff coming out soon. And on this channel, I post some videos about learning English. So don't forget to subscribe if you want to learn English successfully, fast, effectively, practically. Alright? And please give this video a massive thumbs up because when I see some thumbs ups under the videos, when I see your likes, I really want to continue and that motivates me a lot to continue with my videos. So if you'd like to see more, subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up if you want to learn English fast and effectively. Alright, so thanks a lot for watching this. See you again very soon. Goodbye. That was Lilia Cardenas from Lilia Cardenas' channel. Bye.